Shalom, 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 shalom. First and foremost, we give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakadash. Yahweh is who he called God, or Jehovah. Yahweh means he exists. And Yahweh Shai is who he called Jesus Christ. Yahweh Shai means he saves the delivers and double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone, and salutation to all the Akim that's pushing the truth on Kadar. Making leg to the third coming Australia. This is your brother coming knock from GMS Miami Camp with another lesson going to the Stargate project. Promises under the skin surveillance healthcare, and that's why, you know what I'm saying, 2020 that's pushing this healthcare, this COVID. All right, all this was all systematically set up for the RFID chip, the mark of the beast, for them to surveillance you. All right, men become one with technology. All right, basically, presenting another way of salvation. All right, through them. All right, that's what they're gonna do, because it's gonna cause what? Order out of chaos. So they're gonna cause a problem, and they're gonna know that problem is gonna have a reaction, and after the reaction, they come with the solution, and the solution is gonna be this chip. All right, this RFID chip, as the Most High Yahweh Shema Shalom call it, the mark of the beast. All right, so let's just listen to this video, and then we bring out some precepts, because hey, as watchmen, prophets, we have to tell you before and let it be known. So through the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai, there's no scoops, or there's no cloak for your sins. All right.
We've got ones that can see, and that would be everybody listening to this channel. I need to talk about the Stargate project, because they're starting to let more and more information out about what they're doing, but they also want to dupe the public into thinking it's one thing versus what it really is. And of course, this is a tactic that they always have to use. People are afraid, people don't understand. So they give you a little bit of an understanding without specifically telling you what they're doing. But I will show you specifically what they are doing. And before I get into that, everybody out there, please make sure, if you haven't yet, subscribe to my other channel, Sheeple Syndrome. I just created this channel, as most of you know. I have lost quite a few in the last 30 days, so I have to build out Sheeple Syndrome. And everybody who's come over to this channel, you're the type of subscribers who have listened to my warnings about channels being deleted.
Have understanding and wisdom, because you're like, why these guys are getting clipped so much? All right, because they have a great audience. All right, and second, majorities are probably agent, set up oppositions. All right, because, he likes to play like he's God. Like, I told you, I warned you. All right, but, I just wanted to mention that. Because you're like, I got all these channels cut the last 30 days. We've been getting channels clipped. All right? But, we don't have like these guys will see thousands and thousands, thousands of people have audience. So,
you want my content, so definitely make sure you subscribe now. It's linked below. Don't miss this chance. We have to build that channel out and continue to make channels in order to avoid being completely wiped off this platform. Because if I don't have channels built out ahead of time, then nobody's going to be able to find me. So there's many people out there who are looking for my channel, many people who are sub to some other ones, which I will say the names for the algorithm's sake, who no longer can find my content because they didn't heed my warnings. This channel should be safe for a month or two, but in the meantime, let's build out the other channels and have them ready to go. So it is Sheeple Syndrome. It's linked below. You guys know the routine, so please head on over there. I'll put up some, whatever you want to call it, type of content, entertaining content. It's not really, but I'll put up some content over there, build it out, and I need everybody's help. So please do me that favor now if you haven't yet. I'd really, really appreciate it. So the Stargate project is getting more and more traction. People are trying to figure out what exactly it is. So you could, of course, rely on conservative-controlled news like Fox News to bring the goons out like Larry
he's also gonna
Ellison.
He's going to present this as a miracle. This is what the world needs. It can detect cancer before it's cancer. All right, it can detect, a disease. And so it won't be rapid fire pestilence where people are just catching it. It'll be able to say, oh, this person's sick, and we can isolate them quick before it gets to the masses. This is they're gonna push. A man that's disabled, that never seen before can see. A man that never talked be able to talk. Within the system, person that can't move is able to move. All right.
All meant to talk about what the Stargate project is, knowing that the majority of people out there don't understand AI, but are being told that AI is already a big part of their lives because now they're linking in Google searches and other things that people rely on the internet and saying, well, AI is really doing that. As most of you have noticed, Google searches now give you AI as the top answer, right? You get an AI overview instead of the top page that usually comes up when you do a Google search. So now people are being...
If AI in the room, all right, and the doctor pronounces the wrong diagnose or medicine or whatever for the patient, the AI would be like no, so that help prevent, like they'll say, medicine has said it to me the other day, and I still, when there's a term where they kill the patients for mispractice, something like that, malpractice, something like that.
Conditioned into, oh, well, it's like the Google search. It's not really that big of a deal, but it is a big deal. And Larry Ellison here is talking about how the healthcare system is going to be affected. You might remember Larry Ellison on day one of Donald Trump taking over, talking about those personalized, custom mRNA vaccines to cure cancer. And the majority of people went, whoa, they're talking about vaccine. Oh boy. But of course, all it takes right after that is Donald Trump to come out and say men will play men's sport, women will play women's sports, for those people to forget about it. For those people to say, he's pushing that again. I thought he was over all that stuff with Operation Warp Speed. And they continue to put these little traps in place to get people's attention away from what they're actually doing, which is building out AI governance, which is the structure of the New World Order, which is everything, again, that they discuss at the World Economic Forum, the United Nations. This is the Tower of Babel rebuilt through art.
Like the apostles, this is where I looked up the video through Elder Yashawamba, and them saying this is the Tower of Babel, like you mentioned, they're watching the prophets. They're watching them in the Lord. All right, they might, because you're not going to mention, these Christians and regular people are not witty like that in scriptures too. You're not Jake got his little slango, this is Babylon, you know what I'm saying? This is entire Babel all over again. We can see that through the scriptures. We can understand it. We can put it together through the spirit of Hashem outside. These people are watching us. All right, but they push them like they're woke, they're conscious, or they know what's going on, but at the end they don't have no expectation. Or they don't want America to be destroyed. They don't want these things to happen. But the real prophets, we want these things to happen.
Artificial intelligence. So they want to explain what this means for healthcare, right? Because one of the transitions will be to healthcare. And what he says is that, what's going to happen is, you go in the doctor's office, everyone's like, yeah. And, they go through their folders and they see the stuff that you were in there for last time and your health history and, they check your blood pressure. All AI is doing is just giving another eye on it, right? And some people go, oh, okay, it's interesting. So what does it mean? Well, he'll tell you that artificial intelligence is just listening in, right? Which should be, something that should ring bells.
Why would you want to live in a life? Why would you want to live a life where you're basically slaves? You're really slaves. You can't think on your own. You can't move on your when you watch these little shows and movies where AI and robots all over the place, and you know what I'm saying, you have no privacy. All right, no privacy. Like that's the life these niggas gonna run to. All right, like no privacy. All right, this devil is telling you what time to eat, what time to sleep, what can you drink, if you can have sex. All that is gonna be determined through this devil. If you enter into his system and worship the beast and his image and receive his mark, man.
In people's minds immediately to say, wait, AI is listening to a conversation I'm having with a doctor, right? But they're so used to this now with all the devices that they've allowed into their home that they don't really care if AI is listening or not. These narcissists just say things like, I'm not hiding anything anyway, so go ahead, spy on me, right? So they're going to ease people in to AI healthcare with stuff like this by saying...
don't want that, especially a wicked, nasty, filthy, dirty, profane, wicked individual to be all on your in your privacy, man. Fit nasty, scum of the earth, Esau Edom. All right, that starting with the elites, the banking families to be in control of your privacy. This nigga don't understand what's privacy. You see it when you're in public forums, and you see like Edomite. You don't respect personal space. So imagine this with the top wicked elites with no personal space. They get off hard. They're gonna be surveillance, seeing everything on.
What you're about to hear, where AI is listening, and all it's going to do is give the doctor recommendations so that you can get the best care.
We already see a small point of it with Siri, or the Siri in your home, or what the other. I forget the other one. All right, that's that. They already started. All right, but you think it's so fun because you can say, Siri, turn off the light. Siri, turn on the AC. Siri, what time of day? What's the temperature today? What's the weather today? Play my favorite song, because you look at it as things that benefit the flesh, but not understand the real thing behind this. Right? This thing here is not what the average person think. Oh, this is technology. No, this is slavery. All right, this is gonna be oppression. All right, and then as an Israelite, death. Death.
These people will eat it up hook, line, and sinker. But what he's really talking about is getting under the skin, which I'll get into after.
You Super Israelites. This is all going on, and you motherfuckers worried about attending. Donald Trump told me personally to come to the Super Bowl. Marriage and all this other bullshit. But the major prophecy, all right, that has to happen before World War III breaks. All right, and then what? The domino effect, or Jacob's trouble, this is gonna be Jacob's trouble before the chip is implemented. But this is then to see how shall I crack the clouds. This is a big prophecy, and these niggas not playing. They not paying attention. They're not science. They're like dumb dogs, as the scriptures say. All right.
I show you these clips. So here he is trying to convince people it's not a bad thing. It's just an extra set of ears on the conversation. And then again, the doctor can go to AI and get a recap of everything that was discussed and maybe get good recommendations from AI. That's all it is, right? So the sheep will hear that, and what do they say? They go, oh, okay. Well, it doesn't hurt to have a second opinion, right? Doesn't hurt to have an extra set of ears on it. I mean, maybe they'll work together and they'll figure out
already know.
What's wrong with me, right? And then he goes on to talk again about curing cancer.
You can see it because we already witnessed it went through it. Hey, man, you got to go take the jab, man. You got kids, you don't want them to get sick. This is a good thing that's happening, so we don't be locked down anymore. I'm tired, all these, they're the same, like you said, sheeple, the same motherfuckers, all right, because they don't, especially if you're Israelite, don't have faith, don't have no expectation, you don't see the kingdom of heaven is at hand, you don't see nothing past this world. So you're going to bend, you're going to bow down to the image of Baal.
And how these customized gene editing vaccines can cure cancer. Nobody out there seems to understand. When they're talking about gene editing, they're editing your DNA, which is unique to you.
Yeah, and
right?
As an Israelite, everybody has their own DNA, all right? Because when you look at it spiritually, because we all have a certain thing that we, a path, destiny in a sense, a role in the movie, all right? So, like robots, they have their function. So you have your function. You have also certain DNAs and codings that make, this is a Hamite, this is a Moabite, this is an Israelite. And this man wants to change it, alter it. That's why Israelite, Salakia, Israelite, Salakia, Akim, Israelite, when the Most High come back, all right, when the Most High come back, you're gonna be unrecognizable. All right, you're not gonna be unrecognizable. He's not gonna be able to identify you no more. You're gonna be a new creature. All right, a new thing, and you have to be put to death because you join hand in hand with the wicked. All right, it should not go unpunished. So let me get some scriptures. Just wanted that. Go to Revelation 13. All right, but we're supposed to able to look upon the earth and then bring it back to the scriptures and point it out. This is what's happening. That's what a prophet is supposed to be able to do. All right. So Revelations 13 and 16th, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free or bond, to receive a mark, the charagma, in their right hand and their foreheads. That's why you have Neuralink. All right. So Revelations 13 and 16, and he calls it all, both small, great, rich, and poor, free or bond, to receive a mark, the charagma, in their right hand and their foreheads. All right, that's going to be the RFID chip, the mark of the beast, that no man might buy or sell, so you won't be able to function in society. All right, I think Carl Schwab says China is an image of the future. All right, surveillance everywhere. All right, you don't own nothing and be happy. Like you niggas gonna run to being straight slaves. You know, like cause you gonna have it. Those that wonder after, hey man, listen, it's gonna happen, man. If it was possible, he'll deceive the very elect. That's how strong that delusion is gonna be. That witchcraft, that sorcery, that enchantment. All right. All right. The only way that you're gonna be able to overcome is through the Spirit of Yahweh Shai, and he said it because you have kept the word of my patience. All right. I will keep thee from the hour of temptation. This is the hour of temptation. All right, and everybody's gonna be tempted. That's why I said it. It says cause it both small, great, rich, or poor, free or bond. No matter what status, everybody's gonna be tempted. That's the hour of temptation. All right, and you won't be able to if you don't receive this mark, this charagma. You won't be able to function in this mass society. You won't be able to access food or the grocery store. You won't be able to access going into the gym, access your money, or access your house. And we've seen that with that woman. She goes on TikTok. I forget, a couple of years ago, or a year ago, she's received, was it a chip? Or it was something like that. And she was able to access, and she was like, "This is a good thing." And I think a couple of months ago, she's like, "This is bad. This is horrible," and they shut her off, where she was not able to access nothing. All right, and that's the agenda of the elites. All right. That no man might buy or sell save he that have the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So if you won't be able to function, that's why the elect are going to lean upon Yahweh Shai. They're going to be pilgrims upon the earth. All right. Here is wisdom. Let him that understand to count the number of the beast, for is the number of a man, starting with the least, the Edomites. And his numbers are 603 score 666. All right. The universal product code that you see, that barcode that you scan. All right. Upon different items. So you're basically saying if you receive this mark that you are a possession of Esau Edom. Or that you in possession. When that chip is like a brand. You know how you brand animals and say, oh, this is my animal. So if you get lost, you go to the brand and say, oh, this is what is kind of horse. And you're supposed to bring my horse or my animal to me. And that's what basically it's gonna be, that you're gonna be his possession. All right, you're his. And that's why as an Israelite, you take that, you're going to be unrecognizable when Yahweh Shai crack the clouds and you're going to be put to death. All right, you're going to, as in Revelations 14, because you got to bring the judgment else, because through the terror of the Most High, we persuade men. So Revelations 14 and 9, and third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image, and receive the mark of Rogman in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, which is poured out without mixture into a cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. So you're gonna be in that fire that's caused by the concentration heat from the mouth of the chariots, laser beam, and from the nukes. All right, that's going to be the judgment of receiving the mark. Or basically, and we could give you a visual of Sarah Connor. All right, it's in the scriptures. All right, and it's going to be the presence of the angels and the presence of the Lamb. All right, you shall see the reward of the wicked, and the smoke of their torment is sending up forever and ever, and they have no rest. They nor not who worship the beast in his image, and whosoever receive the mark of his name shall be judgment. The Lord gonna keep your body that burning until he want to bring that spirit out of it and bring them to the kingdom. All right. I mentioned, just because you said I mentioned to tell the Most High we persuade men. What that is? There's a Zechariah 11. Is it? No. Him that have fought against it. Is it 13 and 11? It is 11. I'm probably just going through too fast. I'll just put it like that because I can't. Well, melt. Another Zechariah. For some reason, I can't figure it out. We'll find it, man. We'll find it. I know it's Zechariah or Zephaniah. Nah, those that have fought against my people are Jerusalem. Oh, Zechariah 14. Okay. Zechariah 14 and 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all people that fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet. That's Sarah Connor. All right. And their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. That's the judgment of receiving that mark. The Lord's going to have you feel that fire. All right. Keep your spirit in that body. Because at a certain heat, a temperature, you supposed to at a fire, you supposed to give up the ghost. You burnt, but you're supposed to give up the ghost. All right, because how hot those nukes are, and then the concentration heat from the mouth of the chariots. Hey, it's gonna be fire. Do 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 do. You niggas burning. So look, quick lesson.